Hello, welcome back to the bottom. My name is Beast, and today we're back with a new game, namely making Lover's First Blush. I cannot help but they definitely got a different fucking artist for this one. Anyways, but yeah, I got permission from good old Nekonion to play this one, and yeah. I'll put the link to the Steam page in the description, as usual. If it is not there, I forgot it, and you should remind me. I forgot to make a goddamn barbershop appointment again. Oh well. Let's just get into this. Start game. Also, I did install the... I did install the restoration patch. Oh boy. Was someone... Did it just suggest Sieg as the last name? Actually, hold on. I'm gonna just fucking look if there is a canon name that's just not listed for some stupid fucking reason. Okay, Lovers First Blush VNDB. Nope. Protagonist is just called Protagonist. Oh, well. Shut the fuck up. Actually, thanks for reminding me. That fridge is definitely not as cold as the one upstairs, but it doesn't need to be since it's just keeping drinks cool. Anyways, obviously, first name is just gonna be Beast. I'll just fucking make last name Barb. I already fucking established this one as like the go-to like last name. I still regret that. I feel cringe typing that. You know, just fucking just was there fucking Glenn? That was fucking Glenn suddenly. Anyways. Hold on, I have an idea. It's probably gonna be easier just going here. Fucking just fucking plop a Barbarian into the Google Translate to get the Japanese, and the first thing that isn't just a Barbarian is Ibisu for some reason. The next one is Bunjin. You know, that sounds funny, sure. Nah, who cares? Just Barbarian. Barb. Because I can't fucking spell out Barbarian completely. Man, shut the fuck up. Here at Yunari Shrine, where the about the fest. I can't escape it! Here at Yunari Shrine, where the Tabata Festival is being held, a girl with long blonde hair stands on the stage, her ponytail swaying back and forth as she sings an upbeat love song. The girl in question is a Gyaru idol who's mainly popular amongst teenage girls. And from what I know, she used to be a part of a group, but recently left and went solo. She's not my type physically, and I don't care for her music, but there's this one lyric in one of her songs that really resonates with me. No, I just know it. Fate brought you and me together. Fatal encounters are the basis of every love story. You won't have much romantic luck if you operate purely on logic. What you need is a striking chance encounter that leaves you with feelings that defy all rationality. As the crowd erupts in applause, the idol smiles and leaves the stage. While I'm not a fan of her, I have to admit that she put on a top-notch performance. This might be the first and last time I'll get to hear her sing here.
PA バイトお疲れっす先輩
Just I'm cleaning up to finish on my shift as a sound crew member. A girl with a blonde ponytail, just like the idol from earlier, leans in the sound booth. Also, don't I don't realize that this is just a violin cover of one of the soundtracks from the original Making Lovers. Her name is Hakari Yui, and she's another classmate at my school who, for some reason, acts all chummy with me. To be honest, I'm kind of awkward around popular girls like her, but I won't say no to those bountiful boobs resting atop my booth. Hi there.
はいこれ差し入れ
Oh, don't worry, I already have something. She presses a wet soda can against my cheek. Oh, thanks for reminding me, I could probably do that. Oh, it's cool. It's way too hot. That's another reason why I really have to go to the fucking barber. Just fucking thin my fucking hair a little bit. Because by God, I wake up with a goddamn sweaty ass head every day. Like, my hair may not be wet. I did wash it before this. It's just, it dried off. Like, in less than an hour. Nah, man, just handle me normally, will ya?
ソラちゃんが出てる CM の真似っすよ YouTube とかで見たことあるっしょ
She glares smugly as she wipes the sweat off her neck with a towel embroidered with the words, I love Sora. Sora is the name of the idol that was singing on the stage just now, by the way. Acts like a popular girl in one moment and a nerd the next. Why does this nerd sweat smell so damn nice? Give me some of those popular girl jeans. I always skip the ads after the 5-second mark and never get to the part where they exchange soda cans.
もったいない最後のセリフと笑顔が最高なのに青春は止められないキラ
Oh, did you enjoy the concert?
もちろんいややっぱ生で感じるソラちゃんは最高っすねしかも最前列の特等席 こんな近くで聞くの私でも初めてっすよ。でもくす私のために一番の整理券用意してくれるなんて感動だな、感激だな。先輩ひょっとして私のこと好き？ぶっちゃけ好きでしょ。
Like, okay, thus far hearing her, I don't think I recognize the voice, so I'm gonna just look it up because I'm fucking lazy. Let's see. Someone Corpse Party, but I never played that, so I wouldn't know. Oh, it's fucking Yuzu from Quake and Otome. Now, to be fair, I dropped that game while I was in the middle of her route, so... Whoops. Oh, Hatsumidai. Fucking Francesca. Like the blue-hair dragon girl. And then 2 characters in fucking... Design or Senritsu. Apparently doesn't have a fucking... Oh, was apparently like a bonus game item for Hatsumirai. Where she played Isabel Fitzgerald and Marion Garland. Anyone else? Someone in fucking Mary Skelter, Kaguya Hime. Oh, someone in Musicus. I know someone that should recognize her then. Well, yeah, okay. It makes sense that I don't recognize the voice. Oh. Okay, we have confirmed it, by the way. We don't see the notifications in the recording itself. But don't have to constantly set myself to fucking offline. Don't delude yourself there. Didn't do it for you. I just figured it'd increase the hype.
なんすか？ツンデレっすか？えいえいほっぺまでちょっち冷たい。
With a toothy grin, she prods my cheeks, still cold from the wet can. Hey, cut that out, will you? Why the hell's Hakari getting all touchy-feely with me? I don't recall ever giving her permission to do that. The ironic thing is, I bet that she'd jump back in disgust if I tried to do the same. I'm an expert on women, so I know. Hey, I'll dumb it down for you. People who come to check out the concert aren't all die-hard fans like you. So if the people at the front are familiar with the songs and know all the crowd chant timings, it makes it a lot easier for casual audience members to get into it. Plus, it helps performers if the audience looks like they're having fun and enjoying themselves. With that in mind, I let people at school know that I was searching for anyone who'd be an Aomi Sora fan, who'd been to an Aomi Sora concert, and you just happen to be the one who took the bait. That's all there is to it.
あの時の先輩マジウケたっす。鳩が豆鉄砲を食らったような顔してて、自分で募集してたくせに。
Well, we're in different grades, so we've practically never talked, and then you just come at me like a rabid dog. Anyone would be taken aback.
わかる。
I'm sorry, what? If you can relate to that feeling, then maybe, I don't know, don't act like that. To be completely honest, I was surprised someone like you showed up. Contrary to first impressions, you didn't come off as rude, and I figured it was better to have you on board rather than have some random poser.
なんだ、つまりは先輩が私のこと信頼してるってことじゃないっすか。にひひ。
Whatever, interpret it however you want. So, anyway, in your professional opinion, as a regular concert goer, how'd the sound crew do?
バッチリっす。強いて言うなら音圧ちょっと物足りなかったっすけど、神社の外は住宅地だし、その辺は仕方ないのかな。
Well, they were just cheap speakers that the youth association brought in, so I'd be more worried about getting the mic feedback if we turned it up too high. I'm sure our singer wouldn't have wanted that either. Both brought their own professional high-quality mic too, and has set up a decent DAW, so the live streaming quality should have been perfect at least. For reasons I'd rather not disclose, I did my own research regarding the audio.
さすが先輩抜け目ない結局この先も残るのは動画っすからそういうのは大事っすよね
Wanna know something? The people from the Youth Association were originally planning to upload a shitty phone recording. Can you believe them?
うわー先輩が PA してくれてよかったっすどこでこういうバイト見つけてくるんすか
The music store in the old shopping district closed down, so the Youth Association didn't have anyone who could do sound work for the festival.
ああ今はモールが中心っすからね世知辛いな
Anyway, they posted that they were looking for someone who could do sound stuff as well as live streaming set up on the community website, and I figured I'd give it a try since it paid much better than serving tables or working a register.
ふんそもそも PA なんてどうやって覚えたんすか独学
As no one can tell the truth. What am I supposed to say? That I used to admire this DJ who streamed anime songs on YouTube and got all the gear and software and everything because I wanted to be like them. And thus I want to be a DJ, who shall not be named, started his streaming career. Only to quit soon after because he never got a single viewer. It's not a big deal.
そういうのちゃんとアピールすれば先輩そこそこモテそうなのになんなら私の友達紹介してあげましょうか
Thanks, but no thanks. If you want to find true love, then you gotta let fate work its magic. Introducing me to someone doesn't feel genuine at all. Plus, your friends are probably all experts like you. Not interested.
ギャルはダメっすか需要ないっすかシュン
Nah, I'm not speaking in general. It's just a personal preference.
しょぼんぬ
You look so dejected, you can almost see the drooping tail and ears. Well, I'll admit that you could looks pretty nice on you.
先輩お目が高いっすねこの柄夏特集でソラちゃんが推してたやつなんすよかわいいでしょ
With the fastest mood swing I've ever seen, she tugs on the hem of her yukata to show it off. This time, I can almost see her tail wagging. I was actually complimenting her, not the yukata, but if I tell her that now, it'll go to her head, so I give it to myself. Picking up the soda can, I quench my thirst. Here's how you know it's a SME game, because if it wasn't, they'd have fucking issues using the soundtrack probably. Yeah, nothing beats a nice cold soda on a hot summer night. Thanks, Akari.
どういたしましてこっちこそ先輩のおかげで久しぶりに七夕祭りではしゃげて楽しかったっす子供の頃は無邪気に遊びに来てましたけどある程度の年齢になったらなんかカップルじゃなきゃ来づらい雰囲気ありますよね
Yeah, I came with family and friends when I was little too, but I most likely wouldn't have come today either if it wasn't for work.
とかなんとか言ってライブに来た女の子としっぽり意気投合したりなんかしちゃったりしてるんじゃないっすか先輩も隅に置けないっすねこの子の
Oh, shut up. Besides, what's romantic about hitting on random girls? I'd rather let fate lead me to my soulmate. Not to mention, Nakari's been chatting me up at the booth ever since the concert ended. With a girl of her attractiveness, you would think she's the final boss of a dating sim game, so I mean, if there was a girl who had the guts to approach me in her presence, they'd have to either be extremely desperate or stupidly brave.
運命の出会いかそんなに大事っすかね出会いなんてよく知らない相手だけど告白されて付き合ってみたら意外と気があったとか私の周り大体そんな感じっすよ
And that's the exact reason why most relationships don't last past graduation.
じゃあどんな感じならいいんすか先輩の理想の出会いって何なんすか
The very concept of just being like, hey, they confessed to me, I'll just fucking date them because I got nothing else to do is extremely fucking insincere in my opinion. Like, you can do that if you make it very clear, okay, so, I'll fucking know you well enough. I currently don't fucking like you. But hey, we can try. We can make it a trial period. But you know, you gotta make that clear. Okay, but apparently you see like a tiny bit of the notifications down here, but it's so small it doesn't fucking matter. So imagine there's this girl at school that comes up to my face like a slobbering dog over concert tickets. It is all hypothetical, of course, but I think my ideal encounter would be complete opposite of that.
具体的に除外された。消去法じゃなくて、わかるでしょ？先輩の意地悪。
Someone I already know, she doesn't show a lot of self-restraint. She's cute, so I guess I won't make a fuss over it. Maybe, for example, one of my parents remarries and my new stepsister turns out to be super hot, but despite being siblings according to the family register from a love positive between us. I'm going to stab you.
へえ、先輩親御さん離婚してるんすか？
Oh no, they're still sickeningly in love. My dad had to relocate out of the city for work, and my mom didn't hesitate to chase right after him.
それって単身赴任じゃなくて、単に先輩が置いてかれただけでは？
I wasn't abandoned, okay? I just didn't go with him because it would have been a pain in the ass to transfer schools. Get it right.
圧が強いっす。
Also, I guess there's the time test classic of catching a girl falling from the sky. Nothing quite as romantic as that.
メンヘラは後が怖いっすよ。
I'm not talking about a girl jumping off a damn building yet.
他には？
Man, you just won't drop it. Bell charm on my bracelet jingles and scratch my head trying to think of more examples. For example, let's say I made a silly promise with a girl as a kid and 10 years later I reunite with her only to find that she has become so beautiful that I hardly recognize her.
今から過去でっち上げるのは厳しくないっすか？
How would I need to convince her? What if it actually happened?
あるんだ。
Maybe I just don't remember. 10 years is a long time.
やれやれ、どれもこれもファンタジーっすね。そんなんじゃ一生恋なんてできないっすよ。
That's what makes them a femme fatale worth devoting my youth to. I'm not settling for anything less.
なんすかそのハムなんとかって。難しいこと言えば煙に負けると思ったら大間違いっすよ。食パン加えて体当たりしてやるから週明けの登校時間覚悟しておくことっすね。
You just want to tackle me, don't you?
ジャム何が好きっすか？
Peanut butter, please.
リ
Grab it and me to answer.
買い物メモっとこ。ピーナバっと。
Hold on, where did that phone just come from? Assuming my eyes aren't deceiving me, she pulled it out of a very outrageous place.
ああ、これっすか？
Her phone once again disappears into her Grand Canyon.
巾着小さくて可愛いけど、私のスマホ入んないんすよね。帯はくびれのために限界まで締めてるし。あれあれ？もしかして気になっちゃう感じっすか？
This cocky little brat. Still, as a firm believer in boob equality, the notion that all boobs are valid boobs no matter who they belong to, I don't know whether or not I should be pissed. If you ask me, the person who's able to stow her phone in her tits like there's some sort of pocket dimension is more fantasy-like than my ideal romance. Don't come crying to me if it drops on the ground and breaks.
平気だって。ほら、ジャンプしても落ちないっしょ。
Oh, look at him bounce. Holy cow. Actually, wait, do boobs really bounce that much?
鼻の下伸びてる。
No, I don't.
写真見ます？伸びてるから。
Those are lightning fast hands specifically trained to take unsolicited... Are those lightning fast hands specifically trained to take unsolicited photos of people?
いつでもワンタップでカメラ起動できるようにしてるんすよ。こういう撮れ高逃さないために。
Displayed on the screen is a face I'm far too accustomed to seeing, the very epitome of male sexiness. What a dirty look. There's nothing with a sword there. Nothing at all. Okay, I suppose my confidence is wavering. Oh, you got a notification. Someone's asking where you are. Plan to meet up with a friend, eh?
彼氏って言ったらどうします？
Why would I care? There's a ton about the festival. Everyone comes here with a significant other. After all, the Shionari Shrine is a shrine famous for bringing lovers together. Coupled together with the legend of Orihime and Hikoboshi, the Tabata festival here is more or less a romantic holiday comparable to Valentine's.
ま、普通に友達なんすけどね。 スタッフのバイトしてる彼氏の計らいでライブの整理券取れたことになってるんで、もし私の友達に会っても先輩は余計なこと言わないように。
Can it not involve me in your fanfics next time?
だってグループで彼氏いたことないの私だけなんすよ。先輩は女子のマウント合戦の怖さを知らないんだ。
No shit, I don't. When you were thinking of using the pic you just took to back up your story.
聞く。
As fast as the gasp, I'll literally say the word and delete that pic.
にゃ
For being a kid.
ー。じゃあ先輩、星見の滝って知ってます？教えてくれたら写真消してあげてもいいっすよ。
What do you know about the Starry Falls?
やっぱ知ってるっすね。
Yeah, every time I came to this festival with my mom as a kid, she'd go on and on about them. Apparently, they're where my parents met or something.
それで場所は？
No clue. All I know is that they're near the shrine. I don't care much about. I don't care that much about my parents' first date at the time. Didn't care that much about my first. I thought they were just reminiscing. Didn't know the Starry Falls place was famous.
先輩でもそのレベルっすか。誰に聞いてもそんな感じなんすよね。そこに行けば願いが叶うって噂だけが一人歩きしてて、ググっても出てこないし、都市伝説なのかな。
Well, I'll ask the people at the youth association later or something. If I find out anything, I'll tell you.
さすが先輩、頼りになるっす。じゃあそろそろ待ち合わせに遅れちゃうんで、私はこの辺で。
See you later. Have fun. Maybe the gods will help you find a non-imaginary boyfriend while you're at it.
でもありがとっす。後でまた寄りますからね。
After finishing a good portion of the work, I was allowed to take a break. So I decided to go around and look at the food stalls. The sun is already sinking into the horizon, the venue populated by a decent-sized crowd, using pairs with the children, groups of what appear to be students of a local school. Oh, and couples. And more couples. And more. If I had a girlfriend, I'd find every opportunity to text her during work and use what little break time I had to hang out with her. Needless to say, the reason that I'm currently walking the crowd, fighting into a steak squirrel by myself, is because I have no such girlfriend.
見つけた。やっぱり私の思った通り。
Turn around only to be greeted by Sakurako. He's standing there, clawed in the yukata, smiling warmly at me. Full name is Sonoike Sakurako, and she's a childhood friend of mine. We go way back. Aside from her parents and relatives, she is the person I've known the longest. You're a sweet best friend. Were you looking for me or something? I know you were able to pick me out amongst the sea of people.
お祭り本部みたいなところに行ったら休憩に出たって聞いて、こっちの方に好きそうなお店がたくさんあったから、じゃあこっちかなって。
Only a childhood friend would be able to deduce your whereabouts just from the layout of the food stalls. Kind of frightening how you can just, like, read my mind.
そういうわけじゃないけど、でも会えてよかった。
She smiles sweetly as she does her long sways with the sleeves of her outfit. Because it's gorgeous, my eyes can't help but wander to the pale, supple skin peeking out from her collar.
私の顔に何かついてる？
What? Oh no. Never realized I was staring. I just don't ever get to see you wearing a god, it's nice.
新鮮なだけ？
She smugly spins around on the sponge. Look really good in it. In fact, I'd say you're the best looking girl here, hands down. Whatever my opinion's worth, at least, she quite clearly stands out from all the other festival goers. Maybe I'm biased because you're my childhood friend, though.
ありがとう。
Bashful grin is illuminated by the lights of the stall. Although her smile is something I should be used to seeing by now, my heart skips a beat. Did your grandma help you put it on?
今日は自分で頑張ってみたの。おばあちゃんに教わりながらだけどね。
Still, it's no small feat.
おばあちゃんみたいになるのが私の目標だからね。
Good luck with that. That lady is practically a super granny. Sakurako's grandma has been like a second grandmother to me for as long as I can remember. Truly indebted to her. She always has a smile on her face, and her demeanor is as gentle as the tranquil seas of the waters of the sea. But in actuality, she's burning with a thirst for knowledge and fueled by an insatiable drive. Despite her age, her list of hobbies is endless. She's a super grandma who still thrives to better herself on a daily basis.
最近はね、アロマキャンドルとボルダリングにハマってるみたい。
Rock climbing. What? Like actual rock climbing where you climb up a wall?
そうそう、登りきると達成感があって楽しいらしいよ。やってみないかって誘われてるんだけど、一緒にどう？
Maybe sometime, if I feel like it. Right now I have a wall on my own I need to overcome, so I don't have time for concrete wonders. And the wall, of course, being the wall of getting a girlfriend.
そうなの？じゃあ私がお手伝いしてあげるね。
I'm not sure about that. I haven't even told you specifically what it is yet.
したいことなんでしょ？だったら応援する。
I'm so lucky to have you as my childhood friend. From devotions well up from deep within, causing me to tear up a bit.
こちらこそ。はい、ティッシュ。やっと見つけたー。もう桜子ったら急にいなくなるんだもん。
As I'm blowing my nose, two girls emerge from the crowd and come up to us. First is Kimura Hatsune, also known as Achan. She's in our class at school, a good friend of Sakurako and always on top of the latest trends.
人混みをすり抜けるあの動き。やっぱり桜子はすごいな。
Second is Miki Sachiko, also known as Shachiko. You guessed it, she's also a classmate of ours and a good friend of Sakurako. Despite always looking tired, she's exceptionally athletic. Also, she sounds familiar.
人混みをすり抜けるあの動き。やっぱり桜子はすごいな。
I know this voice, but I can't place it right now. That's the worst. It's Rika! That's why! It's fucking Rika! That makes sense. Which, you know, also includes her being rich. Like, it's Rika! I don't think I recognize Pink-Haired's voice or Hatsume's voice, so let's look at those two real quick. Relatively new one, this one. He's got a fucking YouTube? Man, she's a fucking VTuber. Like a video, there's a fucking video of her doing like fucking like the Bramble Maze in Donkey Kong Country for some reason. And then the one for the other Face's character is just also relatively new. but no, it doesn't have a YouTube link. I didn't expect you to come alone, but man, you three are always together.
途中まではね。あんたのバイト先に行ったら休憩に出たって聞いて、次の瞬間にはこっちかなーってフラフラっと。慌てて追いかけたんだけど全然追いつけなくて。っていうかあれ、浴衣着てる人のスピードじゃないよ。ごめんね。こっちかなーって思ったら、それでちゃんと合流できちゃうんだから本当にすごいよね。
Bob with the power of the child's friend.
なんであんたが胸張ってんのよ。ちくせう！幼なじみだからっていい気になるなよ。桜子への愛情なら私らだって負けてないんだからな。一緒にいるだけで幸せになれる。それが桜子。そうそう、なんとも言えない癒しのオーラが全身から溢れてるっていうか、ああ、もう好き。私もみんなのこと大好きだよ。
Girls are so easy to please. Well, as they say, they're completely head over heels for Sakurako and have stuck to her like glue ever since they meet. Ever since they met. Although it should be noted that their affections are romantic. Simply put, they admire her as a person. Sakurako sees the two of them as close friends. At the end of the day, they can't help but smile when you see them together. みんな揃ったことだし、これからどうしようか。花火までまだ時間はあるし、先にご飯にしちゃった方がいいかもね。この先にめっちゃ映えそうなかき氷屋さんがあるらしいよ。お肉食べたい。 A stall back there that sells steaks to skewers, but the meat's a bit tough.
硬い肉いいね。屋台って感じがする。それじゃあ屋台ご飯パーティーしよっか。それぞれ気になるお店で買い物をしてみんなで持ち寄るの。了解。話題の店は全部チェック済みだから期待してていいよ。肉。
On that note, they rush off towards the stalls. One of them kind of looked like a starving zombie, but that was probably just my imagination.
私たちも行こう。
Sakurako trots off with a bounce in her step. I guess the festival spirit is contagious. Well, I realize even I'm beaming from ear to ear for no reason at all. Hey, the festival atmosphere is beginning to swallow me up once more. Thank you for the thumbnail. We made the tables and spread out all the food we bought. Got everything from festival staples like yakisoba and grilled squid to some slightly more extravagant foods nearby shops were selling. Out of everything we gathered, the item that stands out the most is the cotton candy that Natsumi bought. Cotton candy is big enough to be mistaken for a sheep. On top of that, it's as colorful as a rainbow and decorated with stars. Nemesis gonna fuck you up. You can probably guess why I went over to the side. God, it's so nice to just have a fridge there, dog. I'm so happy I just randomly found that in someone's garden. That sounds like I robbed someone. Again, it was someone that said, hey, we're moving, everything in our garden is free to grab, and we just grabbed it alongside the fucking shelf that we were actually there for. Imagine this is what the word Instagrammable means. Not right now. Sakurako doesn't seem too interested in it though. He's busy shoveling some steaming hot takoyaki into her mouth. Opened up one of the water bottles we bought earlier and handed it to her. Here. ありがと
暑いけど美味しい。一つどう？
I'm more in the mood for...
こっちのフランクフルトの方が気分かな。はい、マスタードたっぷりだよ。
Thanks. You want me to bite into the hot dogs, juices squirt out and mingle with the acidity of the mustard. My mouth is filled with the deliciousness. And finishing it all off with a sip cola.
はい、コーラ。
Oh, I'm in heaven. The hard work I put in today was almost worth it just for this.
過言なのかよ。っていうか二人ともとかだけで相手の欲しいものがよくわかるよね。
I've been together for literally as long as I can remember, so it shouldn't be too surprising.
そうかな。いくら幼馴染でもそこまで通過なのは珍しいと思うけど。熟年夫婦、いや長年連れ添った老夫婦感ある。
Thank you, Ma.
それは言わない約束ですよ、おじいさん。ほらそういうとこ。なんか見せつけられてるみたいでめっちゃ羨ましいんですけど。
It's just that we always act around each other. It's not like we're doing it on purpose. We've had these kinds of exchanges so many times, it's that's second nature to us at this point, and I doubt it'll ever change. The many years we spent forging our relationship gives me confidence in that. Oh, it's kind of late. Gotta get back.
そっか。ねえ、お仕事ってまだ残ってるの？
Yeah, a bit.
花火は一緒に見られそう？
Alright, they're gonna set up fireworks for the festival's finale. Probably, yeah.
よかった。じゃあ時間になったら迎えに行くね。
Alright, let's try not to wander off before then.
大丈夫だよ。どこにいてもきっと見つけてみせるから。
That sounded like a line straight out of a drama or a movie, but for some strange reason, it didn't feel weird at all coming from Sakurako. I would be far too embarrassed to say something like that. Heck, I'd probably die of cringe before the words could come out. In that respect, I'm quite jealous of her confidence. As I'm musing to myself to catch sight of something.
あれ？ねえ、ここさっきも来たんじゃない？だよね。おかしいな。
The young boy and girl who appear to be siblings are standing in the middle of the crowd. They're holding hands and looking around inquisitively. By the time I make the connection that they're lost, Sakurako is already making her way towards them.
こんばんは。何か探し物？その私たち星見の滝を探してて、どこにあるか知りませんか？
Waterfall again. This must be more famous than I thought.
星見の滝か。ねえ、わかる？
I know it's near the shrine, but I don't know where exactly.
そうですか。
They're asking the folks at the executive committee. If they follow its path, it should take you to the festival's main office. The adults there might know something.
本当？お兄さんたちありがとう。行ってみる。あ、走っちゃダメだって。ありがとうございました。
After politely thanking us, they dash in the direction of the main office. They're quite well mannered for their age, and it feels good to have been of service. Even if you know where it is, don't go off on your own. Make sure you bring a grown-up with you. Exclaim the two as they disappear into the crowd. They're there, didn't I? Ah, crap, I gotta get going. I'll throw out the garbage too while I'm at it. Gather the trash from my picnic into a bag and finish my cola. Right, you girls enjoy the festival and don't let Sakurako get lost.
言われるまでもない。任せといて。
Thanks, see you later then.
お仕事頑張ってね。
Casually raising my hand in response, I slip through the sea of people and return to my post. Right as I'm cleaning up the sand booth, the burly man called out to me. It's the Youth Association chairman, Seichiro. He's currently helping out at the festival as a staff member.
宮司を見なかったが、そろそろ祭事が始まるのに見当たらなくて。
No, I haven't.
じゃあやっぱりまだ本殿かな。あの人あんまり携帯見ねえから。
Would you like me to go there to look for him? I imagine you're busy preparing for the ceremony.
本当か。そいつは助かる。お前の仕事じゃないのに悪いな。
Nah, no worries. We won't need to stage for the ceremony, so I'm more or less just looking for stuff to do. We're just chatting up the booth and head over to the main shrine. I think we just walked through a low-level RPG area. After passing through several Shinto gates, I arrived in front of the main shrine. Places are dark and quiet that you wouldn't think there's a festival going on nearby. One of the rustling of the trees has drowned out the sound of the music. With each step I take, the crunch of gravel under my feet echoes out into the silence. My senses feel heightened. Maybe the head priest is in the shrine office.
どなたかお探しですか?
Voice calls out from me from behind, sending a shiver down my spine as I put my head back. The first thing I'm able to make out is a fox statue by the stone steps. Its polished exterior dimly illuminated by the light of a paper lantern. I don't think you're supposed to sit on those. A girl donning a shrine maiden outfit sits cozily atop the statue as if it were her throne. The fox mask she is half wearing catches my eye.
祖父なら今しがた降りていきましたよ。すれ違いになってしまいましたね。
The bewitching smile of hers gives me goosebumps and makes her seem more like a beguiling spirit than a shrine maiden. Feels as though she can see through everything. Why, it's you're the head priest's granddaughter. She has glossy black hair and snow white skin. Now to think about it, I recall the people at the Youth Association mentioning that head priest's granddaughter is incredibly beautiful. In their words, White Hatsu of the Yofune household boasts the beauty of a celestial maiden. She is quite the eccentric individual. She is the very definition of out of this world in more ways than one. Perfection given an enigmatic form, Yofune Hatsuho. Rumors tend to exaggerate the details. I was a bit skeptical at first, but now that I've laid eyes on her for myself, I can safely say the description was pretty spot on.
そうです。ヨフネさんちの初穂ちゃんですよ。天女のようにべっぴんで変わり者と噂の。
Answer it. Did you just read my mind? Nah, there's no way. I don't believe I saw anyone on my way up though.
それはおかしいですね。もしかしてあなた、こちら側へ迷い込んでしまわれたのでは？祭りの夜は特に境界が曖昧になりやすいから心当たりはありませんか？例えば今私の姿が見えてしまっているとか。なんちゃって冗談です。ここには参道の他に神社のものしか知らない近道があるんです。
Come on, don't freak me out like that. I'm so embarrassed here. I don't believe in ghosts, but between the vibe her appearance gives off and her skillful storytelling was beginning to feel a little too real.
ごめんなさい。ちょっと意地悪をしてみたくなっちゃって。即席の階段としては上出来だったでしょ？
She laughs it off by making a fox shape with her hands. I shrugged without saying a word.
あら、釣れない。お急ぎなら抜け道を教えて差し上げましょうか。明かりを持たずに歩くのはあまりおすすめしませんが。
Thank you, but if the head priest is already on his way, then I don't have much of a reason to hurry back. Plus, they're just gonna give me more work to do the moment I return anyway.
おやおや、もしかしてあなた悪い子ですね。私、悪い子は好きですよ。ねえ、ここで一緒にサボっちゃいましょうか。氏子さんたちへの挨拶に疲れてここで休憩してたんですが、道連れができるのも楽しそうです。
She jumps off the statue and nonchalantly grabs hold of my arm. The sensation of her cold, soft fingers takes me aback.
ああ、やっぱりこの組紐、この神社で作られたものですね。この糸の組み合わせ、
母の言ってた通りです。今はもう作られてなくて、私も実物を見るのは初めてだと思うんですが。
The bracelet in question is a gift I received when I was little. Didn't know it had such story behind it. History behind it. Alright, maybe I can ask her. Would you happen to know anything about the story false? A bunch of people were asking me about it today and I figured you might know something.
ええ、知っていますとも。
Really? Would you mind telling?
ですがあの滝は位置を知ったところで見つかるものじゃありません。ご縁が満ちた時、おのずと出会える、そういう場所ですから。
You're just trying to tease me with all this supernatural nonsense again, aren't you?
信じるか信じないかは自由です。だけどいかがでしょう。一つあなたのご縁の強さを試してみるというのは。
Hatsuo takes out a box of fortune slips from behind the fox statue.
100円いただけますか。そう、初捕虜。
Okay, first off, why do you just have that handy? Also, she's gonna charge me. I'd be surprised if you were a millionaire with that kind of business attitude. Lastly, do me a favor and don't laugh at your own weak jokes.
まあすごい、律儀に全部突っ込んでくださるなんてなかなかいないんですよ、そういう人。
I'm wasting my time here, aren't I? She just seems to be a very annoying person to deal with. Well, if you don't plan to tell me, I better get going. See ya.
ああ、急いでないって言ったのに。あなたはこんなお祭りの夜に寂しい乙女を暗がりで一人きりにさせて平気な人なんですね。
Oh, please. You said you were playing hooky.
はて、忘れましたね、そんな昔のことは。
I just have to pull a fortune slip, right?
最初から素直にそうしていればよいのです。
And why can't you just honestly admit that you want attention?
暇です。構ってください。
Very well.
あと、他人行儀は嫌いです。もっと親しみを持って話しかけて。私とあなたの仲じゃないですか。
I believe we literally just met.
え？なんて？
I can't stand her. Why is she complaining about the way I'm talking when she's just talking just as stiffly? Come on, we literally just met. Is that casual enough for you?
ありがとうございます。優しいあなたのため、巫女権限で特別に大吉確率3倍増しにしておきました。サービスです。
I don't know. That just makes it feel worth less, you know? Like, seriously, have you never played a mobile game before? Nowadays, they make the first few gacha pulls free for newcomers.
じゃあ、こうしましょう。SSR が出るまでリセマラ OK ということで。
An SSR in that case would be awful, like, so I'm not sure I want that offer.
はて、おかしいですね。なぜでしょう。
But maybe if you hadn't tripled the odds of drawing a positive fortune.
賢い。
Although she seems a bit slow on the uptake, it's clear that she's not going to give me any openings to escape. I guess I'll have to draw a slip if I want to be free of her. Signed to my fate, I drop a coin into the offering box and plunge my right hand and... There's something about drawing fortune slips that makes you really want to dig in there deep. Kinda like you're searching for treasure. By my instincts, I finally make a decision and clasp my fingers around one of the slips. After pulling out my hand, I gaze upon my fortune and it's...
電話が来ますよ。
A second after I furrow my brows confused, my phone vibrates in my pocket. I kind of suspected her brain operated on different wavelengths than normal people, but I didn't think it was 5G.
出ないんですか？
Yeah, excuse me. It's H, you know. I stuffed the fortune slip into my pocket for the time being and answered the call. I say, did you manage to find the head priest?
ああ、さっきこっちについて祭事の準備に入ってもらった。ありがとな。それとは別件でちょいと問題がな。
Okay.
迷子だ。小学生の兄弟2人。さっきから呼び出しの放送をかけてるんだが、どうにも見つからない。
What do they look like?
姉のめぐるちゃんはデニムのサロペット。弟ののぼるくんは T シャツに短パンだ。背丈も顔もよく似た兄弟らしい。
I think I came across them a while earlier, as a matter of fact. I'll help search for them.
ああ、悪いが頼む。2人の姉さんが心配してるんでな。
トラブルですか？
I changed my mind, Hatsu. Can you tell me where the waterfall is? There are some kids who went missing, and they asked me about that place earlier, so there's a high chance they went. That's where they were headed.
どうしても滝を見つけたいと。ならば、相応の対価を置いていってもらうとしましょうか。
Come on, it isn't time for joke.
ふざけてなどいませんよ。願い事をするならお賽銭。それが神社のルールです。あれは縁持つ者たちのための場所。わがままを通すなら小銭よりもっと大切なものを。
There's a trace of that playful grin you made earlier, so I doubt you pulling my leg. What do you want?
そうですね。その組紐とか。
Even before you answered, I had a feeling she would say that. From the very get-go, she's been talking about my bracelet like it's some sort of prized relic. Fine, the bracelet originally came from the shrine, as she claimed, that you can have it back. It's time to bid farewell to the bonds of my past that these braided chains represent. After removing the bracelet from her wrist, I handed over to Hatsuho.
確かに。では、この提灯を持って本殿の裏へお進みください。小さな祠がありますから、横の藪をくぐり、獣道をたどっていけば着くはずです。
She holds the lantern out to me with a warm smile.
組紐を差し出すとき、少しも迷われませんでしたね。その迷いのなさが、きっとあなたを正しい場所へと導くことでしょう。それでは。
Alright, we're in the low-level RPG area again. Is this it? There's a small altar behind the shrine, outside a thicket that shows signs of recent human trespassing. I proceed further while searching for footprints with the light of my lantern. Strangely enough, no matter how much I strain my eyes, I'm unable to pick up the sound of a raging waterfall. In fact, not even water flow at all. Don't tell me you pulled a fast one on me. So someone definitely trod down this path recently. Meguro! Noboru! As I venture on while calling their names, all of a sudden a noise catches my ear. Someone nearby crying. Can't blame them getting lost in this dark forest without your parents. You must have been so scared and lonely. Anyways, hi Blondie. If you're not kids, I've come to your rescue. Is that you? Pine trees fly in the forest. I weave through the tall trunks and spring toward the source of the wailing. I mean, at least she's with the kids.
お姉ちゃん、泣かないで。僕たちがついてるから。
ほら、リンゴ飴食べる？うん、食べる。よしよし。
Naughty the fuck? This is not what I expected.
さっきのお兄さんだ。
Ah! Get away from me! Flying towards me at Mach speed is a large-breasted creature with a nasty, sticky face covered in snot tears. It was an internal struggle whether to recoil in disgust or to welcome it with open arms. Use the tissue. Come on, blow your nose first.
お兄さんはお姉さんの保護者の人ですか？
そうです。
Don't lie to them! I am in no way responsible for another man's child's shoe.
私がこんなに泣いてすがってるのに認知もしてくれないなんてひどいっす。先輩の下道解消なし。
Don't say something so obviously misleading.
喧嘩しちゃダメだよ。
Those puppy dog eyes from these pure innocent children will break my heart. Seriously, what are you even doing all the way out here, Hakari?
スマホなくした。探してたら気づいた時にはこんなとこに。
Of course you dropped it, man. I warned you this would happen. What about the friends you were with?
探しに戻るから先帰っててって言っちゃった。こんなことになるなら手伝ってもらえばよかったっす。
How'd you kids end up with her?
僕たち滝を探してたらお姉さんの泣き声が聞こえて、
声のする方へ探して歩いてたら私たちも迷っちゃった。懐中電灯も電池切れちゃったし。ごめんね、私のせいで。よしよし、泣かないで。わたあめ食べる？食べる。
Fine, I'll guide to the bottom of the mountain so they know the way back and have a lantern on me.
マジ？先輩神！
Well, I did receive a bit of divine guidance, I guess. While I didn't end up finding the waterfall, I did fulfill my primary objective with a face side objective. Did you knowingly send me here?
でもスマホ。
It'll be at the lost if you found it, someone picked it up. If it's not there, then you're probably out of luck. Those puppy dog eyes. What's your number? I try calling it. We'll at least be able to tell if it's nearby.
やった！つまり先輩の番号ゲットっすね。
That's what your mind goes to first. Not many things I want to interject with, but I save my breath and punch in the numbers that you gave me. Hold up. Our eyes meet. Face turns pale. Did you leave your phone on vibrate?
何のことやらわかんないっす。ね。
She squirms and fidgets. Her face, previously pale, now glows bright red. I had no idea she came with an RGB setting.
やっぱりスマホ探さなくていいっす。だからもう電話やめ。
Hakari? Would you code to show me what's inside that yukata of yours?
何のことだかわかんないっすね。
If you're gonna play dumb, I'll just grab it myself. Tries to make a break for it, but I restrain her from behind with my arms.
やだ、離して。
With my firm grasp, I'm able to make out her shockingly slender frame. Her slender arms thrash and desperately attempt to break free, but to no avail. She's so powerless that I'm almost beginning to feel sorry for her. I can't help but feel like I'm committing a heinous crime, but she only has herself to blame for trying to fool me.
先輩、ダメっすよ、こんなとこで。子供たちも見てるんだから。
He just suddenly picks her up, just... I'm shaking it out of you! A strangely sensual voice leaks out of her mouth. Her body twists. As her body twists, the pressure of her breasts eventually makes her phone slowly pop out. After some more struggling, the phone is finally on the verge of falling out. It's mine! The very moment I snatch the cell phone out of the air, the camera turns on, the shutter goes off. The local boy forces high school girl into compromised position, colorized. Huh? So, care to explain yourself?
だって言えるわけないじゃないっすか。谷間に挟み込んだスマホがいつの間にかおっぱいの下に移動してたの気づいてなかったなんて。
Unfortunately for you, not telling the truth caused you to face an even more embarrassing fate. So, about the pin.
カメラはいちいちパスワード入れなくてもワンタップで起動するようにしてるんすよ。
Whatever, just delete photo. Much like you, I'd prefer to pretend this all never happened.
わかったっすよ。あ、
What?
バッテリー切れたっす。たった今。わざとじゃないっす。わざとじゃないっす。そんな目で私を見ないで。
めぐるはこんな残念なお姉さんにならないでね。
絶対ならない。私もお嫁に行けないっす。
I take the 2, 3, children down the mountain. When arriving, they made off to catch sight of two girls. They're talking to one of the staff members at Lost Johnson, but they wave at us the moment they spot us. You know them?
さっきジヒ待っててくれたんだ。
ゆい、どこ行ってたのさ。
スマホ見つけたって連絡来ないからさっきメッセ飛ばしたんだけど既読つかないし迷子になってるのかなって心配してたんだよ。
I would check if I recognize his voice actors, but for some reason, while Kimura and Sachiko, well, Atsumi and Sachiko were listed, those two weren't.
迷子になんてなるわけないじゃん。むしろ私が彼の迷子探し手伝ってたみたいな。
あ、ってことはその人が例の。
I'm not. Ah! As if denial is cruelly interrupted by the sharp elbow to the flank. How could you, Lou? Where the hell is the strength you had? When I had you in that arm lock.
もう恥ずかしがらなくていいんすよ先輩。その子たちの保護者探すんでしょ。私は2人と帰るからまた学校でね。ということでゆいはこちらで無事に送り届けますのでお仕事は頑張ってください。
彼氏さん思ったよりかっこいいね。じゃバイバイ。
Just like that, Hakari is taken away by her two friends. They don't really think I'm a boyfriend because I failed to clear the misunderstanding. This is the biggest blunder of my life.
お兄さん、これが大人になるってことなのかな。ああいう隙が多くて強引な感じが逆にモテるのかも。
That's most definitely not the case, so please don't veer off the path of being normal, you my children. Tits! Sorry, my job's not over until Meguro and Nobuta reunite with their family. According to this piece of paper that the festival's administration handed me, their guardians are waiting at the place called... sorry, I can't read this font. How do you say this?
ポメラニアンだよ。うちのお店の名前。
What? You want a pop cafe or something?
居酒屋だよ。お兄さん知らない？結構繁盛してると思うんだけど。タウン市で渚の B 級グルメ名店10にも選ばれたんだから。
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
お兄さんも今度おいでよ。おもてなしするよ。
I appreciate it, but wouldn't it be weird for someone below drinking age to go to an izakaya?
そんなことないよ。うちはご飯だけの人も大歓迎だもん。おすすめメニューはね、唐揚げだよ。ニンニクが効いててね、ほかほかご飯と一緒に食べるの。
Oh, that does sound pretty good. Oh, I'm drooling.
あとね、卵焼き。肉じゃがも。
Wait, slow down. I can't possibly eat all that in one sitting. Sounds like 2 or 3 trips worth of food.
常連さん一人ご案内。いつもごひいきに。
I'm already treated as regular. Oh, kids their age ought to be happy and innocent. There's nothing wrong with that. No, I guess, though I never thought I'd set foot into a pub as a student. It sounds like me being unable to drink won't be a problem, so might not be so bad. But contemplating that, I walk through the busy festival crowds in search of the stall for Pomeranian.
ところでお兄さん、一個質問してもいい？
What's up?
お兄さんってモテるの？
What's up?
やり直した？大人げない。
Shut up, you damn whippersnapper! Can't just ask a guy about a sensitive topic like that without a warning.
いろんなお姉さんと仲良さそうだったよね。誰か本命の人とかいるの？それとももう彼女いるとか？さっきのお姉さんだったり。
Slow down, please. Can't answer you bombard with questions with question after question. Ask one thing at a time. Any questions, Klaus?
もしかして全員俺の女だぜ的な。
Alright, I think I've come to understand something very important about you, my group. Your ears do not work. At all. Also, who taught you what a harem is?
ほらめぐる、お兄さん困ってるよ。
Nobody saves the day. Perhaps you can't stand watching me get tortured any longer. What a good kid. His parents raised him well.
さっきのだけじゃどっちのお姉さんのこと聞いてるのかわかんないよ。
Oh, for fuck's sake! Doesn't look like they're gonna let me off the hook until their curiosity is sated, so the best course of action is to give up and tell them the truth. Listen here, hey, look around. You see many couples, do you know?
いっぱいいるね。みんな楽しそう。
Right you are. Shunari Shrines Tarabata Festival is a classic go-to event for couples. People who are in a happy relationship would have no reason to come alone.
お兄さんは
Alas, my dear Meguru, I have come alone.
つまり
お兄さんには
Bego, I have no girlfriend. I've spent as many years as a single man as I have alive. Simple math, right? Single solitary tear falls down my cheek.
お兄さんかわいそう。
Stop giving me that look of pity. I'm really gonna cry.
でもお姉さんたちとは仲良さそうだったよね。
人望はありそう？
Well, I do have lady friends, but that doesn't automatically mean one of them will turn into something more. Actually, why am I here pouring my heart out and trying to explain my non-existent love life to little kids? I think I've hit a new low. What if it feels like I should be more, a more respectable role model for these kids with bright futures?
なるほどね。
Wait. Why are you guys staring me down all of a sudden? Did I say something weird?
気にしないで。
ちょっとね、お姉ちゃんのためにいろいろとチェックを。
Okay.
めぐる
Yeah, we'll make him part of the family.
お姉ちゃん
Two of them come to an abrupt stop.
お姉ちゃんだ。
Both of them are looking into the same direction. Follow their
めぐ
gaze.
る登
In the midst of the hustle and bustle of the festival, her resounding voice cuts through it all. A petite girl about the same height as the kids emerges from the crowd of people.
お姉ち
Hold on, what? He's the same height as them! What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, Jesus Christ, she is 143. She is 143 and has no tits, which, like, I don't know why I thought I saw her having boobage in, like, the few screenshots I saw someone post over in fucking Discord. Okay, I opened Discord just to like try to look for it. The first thing I see is someone posting a fucking Twitter link to a screenshot of fucking Vexen say fucking encoded, not coded, fucking Chain of Memories like the original GBA one. Just fucking saying you're dangerous, you must be exterminated. Well, you can only see Donald Duck on screen, and someone retweeting it with just the words, I am 41 and afraid of Donald Duck. Oh, god damn it. Okay, yeah, now that I look at him again, there is no boobage. It's just like, I only saw them in passing, so I assumed. Okay,
こら
that's
こら
almost someone.
危ないでしょ。こんな人がいる中で急に走ったら。ごめんなさい。いいんだよ。怒ってるわけじゃないからね。二人に何事もなくて本当によかった。
The girl lovingly strokes their hair with her tiny hands. Appearance-wise, she looks older than them too, but even so, it's a strange, heartwarming sight to behold. Finally, the girl looks up. There's a mature glint in her eyes, in her gaze, in stark contrast to her childish appearance.
運営スタッフの方ですよね。ありがとうございます。妹たちを連れてきてくれて。
I get it now. The vibe I'm getting from her is less sisterly and more. Are you there, Mom? Ah, sorry. Forget I said that. You're their older sister, right? Of all the things to call a sweet girl, call her a mom? What's wrong with me?
はい、二人の姉です。大丈夫ですよ。よくお母さんと間違われるので。お母さん。お母さんか。
Sorry. I really didn't mean to make that mistake. It's just, you came off as really responsible and caring at first glance. So older sister wasn't the first image that came to mind. Sorry again, didn't mean anything by it. She looks at me with wide-eyed. Is that a poor choice of words? What?
安心感か。ありがとう。お世辞でも嬉しいな。年の離れた兄弟を持つと、やっぱりどうしてもこうなっちゃう時があって。お姉ちゃん、なでなでしすぎ。髪の毛ぐしゃぐしゃになっちゃう。
くすぐったいよ。
もう暴れないの。本当に心配したんだからね。
I can really tell how much you love him. Feeling warm and fuzzy just standing here and watching.
大好きだよ。目に入れても痛くないくらい。
Mara skips a beat. There's an inexplicable charm in the contrast between her childlike features and the grown-up expressions she makes.
ほら、二人ともいつまでもくっついてないで。ここまで連れてきてもらったんだから、あなたたちもちゃんとお兄さんにお礼言いなさい。
ありがとう、お兄さん。
ありがとうございました。
They both bow politely. Oh, geez, I'm starting to feel a tingling inside.
で、どこで何してたの？お母さんから二人だけで祭りに向かったって連絡があったのに、いつまで経っても顔が見えないから心配したんだよ。ごめんなさい。
ごめんなさい。僕たち星見の滝を探してたんだ。
星見の滝？
Think oversized wishing well, I guess.
七夕祭りの夜に星見の滝でお願い事をすると叶うんだって。
Now I know why they were in such a hurry to find it. Story maker who heard specifies that it only works on night of festival.
それで見つかったの？
見つからなかった。
そう、残念だったね。また今度明るい時に探そうね。でも今夜じゃないと意味が。また今度探そうね。
On her face is portrayed by an aura of austerity, making it clear that she isn't taking no for an answer.
はーい。
But reluctantly, the two of them agree. Well, anyhow, I guess this is mission accomplished. Alright, have a good night, you all.
もう行っちゃうの？
You've been reunited with your sister, so my job here is done. Turn around and make my dashing departure without looking back once. That is, until someone grabs my wrist, huh?
ごめんなさい。
Despite being the one who grabbed my hand, her face is filled with bewilderment. In a panic, she lets go of my hand.
その、お礼させてもらえないかな。二人を見つけてくれたお礼。
そうだよ。お礼してないよ。
Tagging in for their sister, the two kids pulling my hands from both sides.
お父さんのご飯食べてってよ。
I don't feel like I did much of anything, but alright, if you want me to, I guess I can.
よかった。ありがとう。
Being thanked for something so simple makes me feel abashed. After being reunited with his sister, Meguro and Nobuto seem to be in much higher spirits, judging by how they're running off ahead of us. With sister follows behind at a leisurely pace. Well, we probably don't have to worry about them getting lost there. As for me, I'm currently walking alongside the oldest sister. Well, siblings sure are tough. When I found them, they weren't even crying. Can't say the same for Hakari, though.
へえ、そうなんだ。まあ、あの子たちも慣れてるからね。
Getting lost is just an everyday thing for them. I think they were relatively well behaved.
うちは兄弟が多くて、2人の下にさらに2人妹がいるんだけど、
Wow.
だからなかなかみんなに目が行き届かなくて、ふと気がついたらいないなんてことはしょっちゅうあるんだ。なんだかんだでケロッとして戻ってきてくれるんだけど、やっぱり毎回心配になって、その度に周りに迷惑かけちゃって申し訳ないなっていつも思うんだけど、これは言い訳だね。ダメ、私がもっとしっかりしなきゃね。
This girl has quite a strong sense of responsibility. I don't mind being inconvenient, if that's what your definition of inconvenience is. I mean, I don't think you're straight up neglecting them and letting them wander off on their own. So you'd be doing everything you can, so if they still somehow manage to get lost despite that, what more can you do? So don't worry about inconveniencing others. Everyone wants to make sure you and your siblings are safe and happy. But no matter how much we want to help, we can't help unless you ask.
不思議。さっきまで結構落ち込んでたのに、なんだか元気になっちゃった。
Right, it's the first step to being happy.
まったくその通りだね。ありがと
The smile on her face is as dazzling as the sun.
う。よし、お母さん復活した。
Still hung up on that.
冗談だよ。気にしてないから気にしないで。
Give me a break. Well, let me know if there's anything you need help with. Fair warning, though, these scrawny new alarms of mine are good for absolutely nothing.
頼りがいあるのかないのかどっちなの？
Probably not.
ない方なの？
Hey, I'm just a mere schoolboy, so don't expect too much. Feast your eyes upon these glorious, non-existent guns.
ダメな方に自信満々。でもちゃんと筋肉あるよ。たくましい腕。
What's the matter?
血が出てる。ほら、左腕の。そのあたり。
Huh. Yes, I am. It was trickling from my left arm. It's like we scratched into the branch or something earlier. Yeah, so serious, I'll just rub some spit on it later. In fact, I won't have even noticed if you didn't say anything. Not at all.
大した傷じゃないかもしれないけど、他のとこに血がつくといけないから応急手当てしようね。
He has a point. Takes man and leads me to the end of the sidewalk. She slowly sticks her hand into her hakama and pulls out a tiny water bottle out from her bosom. Hey, what? Do all girls just stow away random items in there? Takari was a phone.
私は結構入れるよ。他に入れるとこないから。
In her case, she has the sleeves of her hakama tied up, so that's definitely true.
安心してね。未開封だから清潔だよ。
After clarifying, she opens the cap and pours water onto my wound. Once more, the bottle is stowed away into her hakama. She then pulls out a pack of pocket tissues from her chest and wipes down the area around the cut before finally taking out a band-aid from the same spot and sticking it on.
痛いの飛んでいけ。
Well, I've only ever seen people say that in TV shows. I feel like I could die with no regrets right now. Thanks. Where do you go to first aid?
兄弟の手当てで慣れてるからね。いつ怪我しても大丈夫なように準備してあるんだ。
I wish I had an older sister like you.
同い年の人からお姉ちゃんって言われるのはくすぐったいな。
Oh, my apologies that... Wait, we're the same age. Did I ever mention my age, sure? Now the hell are we the same age? Not only does she look younger than me, but on the flip side, she acts like she could be older than me, so I thought for sure we'd be one or the other. Actually, you know what? Nothing makes sense anymore.
そういえばちゃんと言ってなかったね。私、篠原小歌。君と同じ渚学園の2年生だよ。
We can go to the same school. I suppose it makes sense if she'd known my age at that case. So, Kota, Shinohara Kota. I feel like I've heard that name before. Oh, your Mama Kota! Remember now, there's this girl in the culinary club who regularly serves her dishes to others. She also tends to lend an ear to other people's problems at school, just like a bartender. Not sure who started it, but everyone knows her as Mama Kota. Big heart, tiny body, Shinohara Kota.
そのあだ名、他のクラスの男子にまで伝わってるんだ。
It's compliment. Although I will admit that you look way different than what I pictured.
学校の時とは服装も髪型も違うからね。
Oh, maybe that's why. Oh, I'm Barb, a beast, by the way. Might be a bit belated, but nice to meet you.
おーい、お姉ちゃんこっち。
A smooth self-introduction is cut short as Nobuto and Meguru come running back.
もう二人とも人混みの中を走らない。どうしたの？何かあった？大変！屋台すごい行列！
Oh, there is. Glance in the direction the kids came from, and sure enough, one stall sticks out like a sore thumb. Even within the crowded festival, that shop alone seems especially busy. The man who stalls an old man whose appearance alone lets the world know that he's the boss of the tavern. Appears to be handling the way of the customers with great dexterity, but unfortunately there are too many for him.
そっか、今屋台にいるのお父さん一人だけだから。
Oh, so on top of the already thriving business, they're also short-handed when it comes to employees. Hinata stepping out, resulting in her dad holding down the fort all by himself.
コウタスラッシュめぐるファイヤー登るバーニング
Okay, I know that Megiddo Fire is probably supposed to be Megiddo Fire. But I don't know about the other two. Oh, that man is definitely their father, no doubt about it.
お父さんは気合を入れて料理するときに技名を叫ぶんだ。
技名には必ず僕たちの名前が入ってるよ。
I appreciate that loves his children so much, but I'm not sure if I want my yakisoba to be burning.
もうお父さん、それ恥ずかしいからやめてって言ってるのに。
Yara begins to sprint towards the stall, cheeks flushed red.
ー
She stops in her tracks and looks back and forth between me and the stall while fidgeting. Ah, okay, I see what's going on here. Go on, don't mind me.
でも
Yeah, it might be where we say goodbye tonight, but we can see each other at school still, right? Set that as an attempt to make her feel better, but ponder on it and make a sudden self-realization. Right, this isn't goodbye, that will be it next time. We'll always be able to see each other whenever.
そっか、そうだね。約束だからね。また学校で。
That was weird. With those words, she dashed towards the stall, the pit-patter of her steps echoing in the distance. Good night! I'll get to see her again at school. For some reason, Mario races. Maybe this isn't the last calendar we'll have. Oops, now's not the time for that. Turn back to the stall. With quick steps out to the stage. That's right, I still have work to do. Still too early for this lively festival to come to an end. Although I'm only working behind the scenes, I'm sure my efforts will help someone out there, like some unforgettable memories. Thank you for silencing yourself. After finishing my work in the final performance, I stowed the equipment inside the warehouse. It's a long day, but I'm finally off the clock.
ご苦労さん人探しまでさせて悪かったなその分バイト代色つけとくよ
Really? Thanks.
倉庫の戸締まりは俺やっとくからもう上がっていいぞもうじき締めの花火だ一緒に見る約束してる子でもいるんじゃないのか
Unfortunately, I...
やっほー、お仕事終わった？
Oh, hey, Sakurako. Yeah, I just got off. What are you guys up to? Thought Sachiko Natsume would be with you.
二人して意味深な目くばせして休養ができたとか言って帰っちゃった。 何だったんだろう。これから花火なんだよね。よかったら2人で一緒に見たいなって。
なんだよ、可愛い子ちゃん待たせてるんじゃねえか。嘘は良くないな、少年。
恐縮です。これお借りしていってもいいですか？
もちろん。ほら、行ってこい。
You know, I do appreciate that there are at least 2 mature coded characters in this already. Like, both of them are still students. No way around it, but at least they're coded that one. Just make them adults, man. Anyways. I'm getting a bit overzealous with this fridge, I feel. If he said she was big and give me an encouraging smack of the back as I tumble out of the tent. Well, let's go see this fireworks then. Said she will probably give me hell if he hears I just went home. Plus, it's not every day I get to attend a festival, so it'd be a waste not to indulge in the festivities while I can.
さっきね、いい場所教わったんだ。ちょっと歩くんだけど、森が開けてて花火がよく見えるんだって。
Thank you, Hotso.
あんまり知られてないから混んでもいないらしくて、2人でゆっくり花火を見られそうか。
Her name was Hotso. I also accidentally interrupted Sakurako, sorry. Ah, sounds good. Plus, if we run into anyone from school, they'd probably tease us. I'll let you lead the way, since you know where it is.
任せて。
Good man, that we wade through a thick brush, which honestly makes me a bit uneasy at first. Or the path beyond is dotted with old stone lanterns. The lights give a rough indication as to where the trackless path leads to. After walking for a bit, I begin to hear the sound of water and the trees soon clear away. What is this?
滝だね。綺麗な場所。
Cool night here that caresses my cheek makes me feel like I'm on a shrine grounds. The waterfall lacks in height and makes up for in its ample width. The billowing water crashes down onto the clear river surface and turns the water white. Isolated from the lights of the city, at the festival, the sky overhead is filled with a sea of sparkling stars. Speaking of waterfalls and stars, is a name I can't help but be reminded of.
ようこそ星見の滝へ。またお会いしましたね。
Shadowy figure waltzes across the bridge that connects the 2 banks of the river and then slowly approaches us. Hatsuho!
知り合いなの？知り合いなんすか？
Oh, hi. An unexpected face pops up from behind Hatsuho. You're still here, Akari. I thought you went home.
また知り合い？
So this here's Hatsuho, the granddaughter of the head priest.
私にこの場所のことを教えてくれたの、この人なの。さっきはありがとうございます。
どういたしまして。
Wait, so we do know her.
ちらん。
And the person who keeps trying to get our attention is, well, she's irrelevant.
全然良くないっすよ。私のことも紹介してほしいっす。ねえ、紹介。
Hey there.
声がするから来てみたら、なんだかすごいとこに出てきちゃった。
Now that the thicket pops. Even Hara's here!
意外と早く再会できたね。ここって星見の滝で合ってる？
合ってますよ。まさか全員いらっしゃるなんて。皆さんよほど強い縁を持っていらっしゃるんですね。
So you're the mastermind who orchestrated all this.
黒幕だなんてとんでもない。私が場所を教えたくらいでたどり着けるなら、ええ、初めから伝説になんてなりはしませんとも。皆さんをここへ導いたのはすなわち それぞれが胸の内に秘めた願い。
I will say, immediately, one thing this game has over regular making lovers. Well, the girls kind of know that that the others exist. Like all the girls in the original making lovers, they just kind of like all individually randomly interact with the MC, and they're just kind of like their paths never intersect. So literally none of them know each other, aside from Akko knowing people when he knowing the girls when he ends up with them, because he takes them to their place.
あるのでしょ。それが祈りになるほど強く叶えたい大切。
私はただ彼とここで花火が見たくて。私は妹たちの代わりにこの滝を見つけてあげたかっただけなんだけどな。どうしても見つけたいっていう2人をお姉ちゃんが代わりに探しといてあげるからって言い含めてバスに乗せるの大変だったんだから。そういう意味じゃ私の願いはもう叶っちゃったかも。
案外気づかないものですよ、自分の本当の願いって。
ねえねえ、ハツオさん、ここ星見の滝ってことはお祈りしたら願いが叶うんすよね。
あら、あなたは自分の願いをご存知なんですね。
もう一択だから。
Perhaps the legend of the waterfall is anything to go by Hakure's wish won't come true if only she herself wishes for it.
おっと、ご存知でしたか。この滝の神様はひねくれ者なんです。自分のための独善的な祈りには耳を傾けない。二人の男女が互いの願いを交換し、相手のために真摯に祈るとき、その願いが叶えられると言われています。
神様カプチュースか？カプチュー？
I don't know what that. You don't have to know what that means, Sakurako. Stay pure while you still can.
そういうことなら先輩、一緒に願掛けしましょうよ。いいでしょ？ね？なんかあるっしょ？億万長者になりたいとか、チートスキルで異世界無双したいとか。
I mean, do I have any kind of big wish like that? I don't want so badly that I even ask for the gods for it.
てかなんで先輩は二人じゃなきゃダメって知ってたんすか？
Mom and Dad came here to make a wish long ago. At the time when their families didn't get along and violently opposed their relationship.
すごい！ロミオとジュリエットだ！
So anyways, they were looking for a place to watch fireworks where they wouldn't risk bumping into anyone they knew, and when all of a sudden the weird shrine maiden told them about this place. At least that's how they told it to me.
おお、母ですね、それ。ご両親の年代の変な巫女といえば母です。
Really? Is able to say for certain just from that vague description? Well, I feel you could guess who the current situation's weird shrine maiden is. Anyway, they did as the shrine maiden said and made a wish at the waterfall soon after they got married.
ご両親ラブラブだもんね。そっか、効果あるのか。縁結び。なるほど。
Far off in the distance, I can faintly hear the sound of the festival music muffled by the sound of the waterfall. I can imagine all the families and couples rubbing shoulders at the festival venue, waiting for the fireworks to light up the sky. It's one of those everyday joys of life. The distance between me and the far-off bustle of the festival right now quite literally illustrates where things stand for me in life. At this rate, will I ever be able to attain even that mundane happiness my whole life? What I do is sit and wait for my dreams to simply fall out of the sky and into my lap. I don't think I'll ever be able to feel the warmth of another human's touch.
ねえ、私も気になるな。あなたの願い。
If the waterfall really has the power to make wishes come true, then I want to try experiencing true love. whispers washed away by the sound of the giant bursts that light up the night sky. But the moment I uttered my wish out loud, those feelings became deeply etched into my heart. And settles it. This summer I'll stop chasing this idealized romance. I'll find a real girl based in reality, and one that emits real warmth. The light and the explosions are swallowed up by the black of the night before fading out and vanishing into nothing. It's undoubtedly an ideal end to the Tanabata Festival. Tamale! That's what they say, right? I've never...
めぐるとのぼるにも見せてあげたかったな。
Don't worry, I'm fine.
見とれてて撮るの忘れてた。せっかくの映えるチャンスが。そういえばさっき何か言おうとしてなかった？
Nah, never mind. I blurted it out loud accidentally because I wasn't thinking. Not that I would mind telling Sakurako, but it'd probably be best to wait until we're alone.
これで七夕祭りも終わりか。毎年のことだけど、なんだか名残惜しいな。あんまり遅くなると心配されちゃうし、帰ろっか。待って、その前に願掛けだけでもしていきましょうよ。初尾さん、どうすればいいんすか？
あの滝の裏に向こう岸へ続く飛び石があります。普段は全部で12なのですが、両岸から2人で真ん中まで飛んだ場合に限り、幻の13個目が現れるそうです。願いを叶えるためには、幻の飛び石の上で2人の願いを交換し、もっとも、今夜は滝の水量が多すぎて、飛び石全部沈んでるんですけど。
Harkley falls over dramatically.
そんな、それじゃあ願い事できないってことっすか？
そうなりますね。だけど、皆さんが今夜ここにたどり着いたのは、きっと意味のあることです。自分にとって本当の願いって何だろうって、さっき初めて考えてみた人もいるんじゃないでしょうか。答えが出るまで、もう少し時間の猶予がある、と考えてみてはいかがです？もしあなたにとって本当に必要なことなら、あなたはきっと正しい時にこの場所へ戻ってこられることでしょう。それに幼なじみのお二人は別としても、さほどの縁もなかった私たちが今夜こうしてひとところに集まったのは、それはそれで運命のようなものを感じませんか？
I'll say this feels far less ridiculous thus far than the usual Sumi agenda. Afterward, Hatsuo guided us down the mountain. It was a completely different path than one we came from, and we returned to the shrine ground so fast that it made me wonder if we were actually that close. When I looked back to check, though, I already couldn't tell where it was we came from.
それじゃあ先輩、お疲れっす。
Yeah, make sure you go straight home so you don't get lost again.
さすがにこっからは帰れるっすよ。子供じゃないんすから。ゆいちゃん、迷子になってためぐるとのぼるのそばにいてくれたんだって。ありがとう。また。それじゃまた学校で。
Yeah.
それでは今夜は私もここで。
After waving Hakude and Shinohara goodbye, Hatsuo also quickly vanishes from the shadows.
なんだか不思議な夜だったね。思いがけず賑やかな花火見物になったけど、これはこれで忘れられない思い出になりそう。
Feels so odd to hear all the Making Lovers OSTs. Also, this is a slightly different version from the original. I think they did like this one has actual violin. Like there's like a little timbre to it in this version that wasn't in the original, I think. Maybe I'm just going insane. However, I will fucking say that I have the entire soundtrack that I bought for Making Lovers on my phone. To be fair, my phone is cringe It has an issue, as of late, for some reason, where a bunch of fucking songs I have on my phone just don't work. Wings of Courage works. Visitor works. Mic test works. Beginning of Summer works. And then Threats and Confrontation from Ryza 2 doesn't work. For some reason. Kyoshu works. Random fucking Time Strangers one works. This one works. This one works. And Departure from... Okay, now this one works actually. Like all the fucking Clear Obscure ones work. This is one of the fucking... I think this is one of the that one was one of the Noratoto soundtracks. And that also doesn't work. It just... Some of them randomly don't work. And I don't know why. Like the fucking soundtrack that plays in Code Vein during like the memory segments also doesn't work. Same about like this is another Noratoto soundtrack that just doesn't work. It's like if there was at least a rhyme or reason. Sugar Style in the Sunshine doesn't work. I have 2 versions of that on my fucking phone and one of them doesn't work. Key and Romance doesn't work. Like it's just I don't know why. You know? And it pisses me off. Because I'll just be walking around town. Because I have to, like, fucking go somewhere or something. Or I'm heading back from somewhere. And, like, one song ends. And suddenly I just sit there like, why the fuck is the music not starting? Because, coincidentally, there's like 10 fucking soundtracks neatly lined up that all don't work. Pissed off. Anyways.
なんだかまだ胸がドキドキする。これからもずっと今までと変わらない普通の毎日が続いてくんだろうなって思ってたのに、やっぱり私たちも変わっていくのかな。
At the very least, I want to. I'm not sure if that's the answer Sakurako wants to hear, so instead I give her an evasive smile. I know this fucking hallway. After bidding farewell to Sakurako and arriving home, I have trouble falling asleep for some reason, so I just lie down and stare blankly at the ceiling. Tonight's happenings were the result of a string of coincidences, but there's no doubt that they all left an impact on me. It was just one encounter that I might have mistaken for fate, but 4 in one day? Not even I'm that greedy.
大丈夫だよ。どこにいてもきっと見つけてみせるから。
This is a new one.
痛いの痛いの飛んでいけ。あれあれ、もしかして気になっちゃう感じっすか？
暇です。構ってください。
I wonder if any of them will lead to the happy ending that I desire. Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if that's where they fucking throw in the opening. It felt like a very opening timing, you know? Like a very opening, insertive moment. Hello?
おはよう。ゆうべはよく眠れた？
What time is it?
7時前かな。
Which means I can sleep another 30 minutes.
鍵を開けてくれたら寝ててもいいよ。
Oh, you're already here? Give me a sec. I was asleep, I got up and sluggishly make my way to the entrance. Open the door while rubbing one eye.
ありがとう。眠そうな顔。
Duh, I just woke up. Seeking refuge from the morning sun spilling in from the door, I once again retreat into my bed.
今日もいい天気だよ。
Ah! They're melting! My bellies are melting! Seem so happy and relaxed too! My 2 old friends, darkness and drowsiness, are being incinerated by the blazing rays of the sun. Please have mercy. I know they seem bad at first, but they're actually good guys at heart.
また夜になれば会えるよ。
Sakura pats me in the back. She then turns and makes the kitchen. Not only does she not catch in my crazy rambling, she even plays along in all seriousness. Can't say anything in response. Even so, I still don't want to get out of bed. It goes against all logic. My dear friends, I get the spirit of the blistering sun, but we're back to whisk me away into the world of dreams as we speak.
今日の朝ごはんは美味しい銀鮭だよ。いただき物なんだけどね、これがとっても美味しくて、食べてもらいたくて朝から焼いてきちゃった。皮はパリッと、身はふっくら。一口噛んだら鮭の脂がジュワッと溢れてきて、もうご飯何杯でもいけちゃうって感じだよ。
I didn't need mistakes. The backseat to the rumbling in my stomach. She's way too good at this.
そうそう、一緒にお味噌汁も持ってきたんだ。夏野菜を使ったさっぱりお味噌汁。今日も暑くなりそうだからしっかり食べないとね。
Yeah.
さあ、顔を洗ってきて。その間に朝ごはん温めちゃうから。おっきなあくびだ。
I had instructed to make my way to the bathroom and wash my face. After doing so, I look into the mirror. Alright, I'm looking good today. Praise my own looks because no one else ever does. That's just sad. That is just sad, man. Hold on, honey. There we go. Sorry, had to. It's just a little ritual of mine to start off the day. Something I literally just thought of right now, though.
タイミングバッチリだね。食べよう食べよう。
I returned to my room and find breakfast for two on the table. The eat salmon is oozing with fat, and just Sakura said, the skin is also nice and crunchy. Crunchy, 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 crunchy. Fragrant steam wafts towards me from the soup, carrying with it descent with a gentle stonk of miso. It further stimulates my appetite. What do you eat before coming over?
まだだよ。おばあちゃんの分をちょっとだけ味見はしたけどね。一人で食べるより二人で食べる方が美味しいから。食材も大事だけど、やっぱり食事は雰囲気も大切だからね。お祭りの時だってそうだったでしょ？
I guess I see what you mean. But the reason why street food tastes so good is because of the atmosphere when you eat there.
それと一緒だよ。あとは誰と食べるかもね。
Good enough to wait just for me, honestly.
私が一緒に食べたかったの。
But anyway, Grandma's eating all alone, isn't she?
おばあちゃんも一緒に連れてきた方が良かった？
Nah. Just be easier for me to come over to your place.
今度早起きできた時にでもおいでよ。おばあちゃんもきっと喜ぶから。
Yeah, maybe next time. We fold our hands together before digging in. It's tasting better than it looks. The soup's nice and mellow. I just woke up and I feel like I could wolf down a truckload of this stuff.
予想通りの食いつきで大満足です。
Sakurako manually consumes her food while watching me devour mine like a caveman. Two completely different spectacles, even though we're supposedly eating the same thing.
そうだ、もう一品作れないかなと思って冷蔵庫を開けたんだけど。
Yeah, I know. Nothing but condiments. I've been so busy getting ready for the festival this past week that I didn't have time to go shopping. Well, for the record, did cook last night. I've been eating out all the time.
何を作ったの？
Just boiled some vegetables and made a salad. Also had eggs and bacon.
シンプルだけど美味しそう。
Also had eggs and bacon, so I fried those with some salt and pepper. Secrets in the olive oil. Just add a splash on any dish and it instantly becomes more gourmet.
美味しいオイル見つけたって言ってたもんね。そっか、自炊頑張ってるんだな。
Well, yeah, I can't have you cook all for me all the time.
私は別にいいのに。作ってあげたらそれだけお料理も上達するし。
Well, and then you leave me in the dust. No way. You're not the only one who has to live alone. You both live apart from my parents. As you may have guessed, it's because of work. In my case, my father relocated due to work about a year ago. He's good at his job, but terrible with household chores, so my mother decided to follow after him. On the other hand, I had just got accepted into a school and had friends like Sakurako in the area. I genuinely liked it here, and I had no intention of letting it all go. So I moved out of the house we rented and fulfilled my dream of living alone a couple of years earlier than I thought I would. It's not just cooking either. Soon I'll become a fully fledged adult, capable of doing all the housework.
一人暮らしを始めたばかりの頃は洗濯機の使い方も知らなかったのに。
Whites, darks, lights, jeans, delicates. I've even mastered ironing too. And now I remember the power of olive oil when it comes to cooking.
成長したね。うんうん。
Sakurako pretends to wipe tears from her eyes. Well, I have you and your grandma to thank for teaching me all that, though. Thinking back now, I can't help but laugh at how clueless I was at the time. Really am grateful.
頑張ったのは自分自身だよ。私は少しお手伝いをしただけ。教えたら教えた分だけできちゃうから、私のすることがなくなっちゃって困ってたくらいだもん。お料理なんて最近じゃ私が作ったことのないものまでできちゃうし。
Well, cooking is fun once you try it. It's like a performance science experiment of making some with modeling clay.
男の子ってそういうの好きだよね。それで好きだからどんどん上達しちゃう。私も負けてられないな。
The fridge is complaining again. Listen, it's gonna take a while for me to get used to this thing. So whenever it turns on, because like it's not gonna be running the entire time. It's just gonna like turn on every now and again to reapply the cool. And until I get used to this shit, I'm just gonna immediately notice it every single fucking time. Blame the ADHD. Plays are still miles ahead of me. Well, I'm still gonna take it down someday.
いつでも受けて立つよ。
Finish our food and get ready for school. I leave a little after Sakurako. Alright, I'm ready to go.
その前に、これ、今日のお弁当ね。
Oh, thanks, but are you sure about this?
ついでだよ、ついで。ちょっと待って。
Felt like my uniform must be corrupted because she begins to reach her hand towards my light bulb. Having her in my face like this makes me realize she is shorter than I remember her being. Maybe it's just because I got taller. I remember us being around the same height when we were little. It's because we've been together for so long, sometimes you just notice these kinds of things randomly one day, but otherwise you don't really pay much attention to them. For example, now I realize how nice Sakurako smells. Oh, glossy hair looks so soft. When I'm this close to her, I'm able to smell.
これでよし。
Might stay still. freezes, gently touch her head and fix her hair, since I noticed a few stray strands. What the heck? It's so smooth and fluffy! Is this really hair? It's only like the stuff in my head. From shampoo. Not the conditioner. Oh, my bad. You had some stray hairs, so I want to fix them.
なんだ、そうなんだ。朝ごはんのお礼に、いい子いい子って頭を撫でてくれたのかと思った。
That's what you wish, then that is what I'll do.
ありがとう。
I should be the one thanking you. While I just stand there patting her head while expressing words of gratitude. After we're both satisfied, we started walking together side by side.
Ohayo, Sakurako! と、その幼馴染。
Rude. Thinking about it. God damn, can I do believe I can only think of one fucking SME game that is actually like high school setting outside of this one. Like, is literally just Furedaba, and I can't think of any others. Like, none of the translated ones at the very least. Like, Sugar Style, it's not high school. It's like they're attending a college, like vocational school, even in a certain way. Harem Kingdom also wasn't high school, if I remember correctly. Like, we don't know because we never knew where the fuck the MC was going before he got, you know, yoinked. And Love the Kopapa, the MC, is also done with school already. He's fucking working. I will say, like, that is the amount of wild shit that has been happening is clearly out of whack. Because, like, if you think all the other SME titles and Love the Kopapa and stuff like that, holy. Also, I just clicked on Love the Kopapa and it's just aliases. Bunch of Japanese. Love Puppy, LPP. Love Pickle. I know if like a Japanese person were to try pronouncing Love Pickle Poppy, it may sound like they're saying pickle as in like the pickles. Still good. Oh wait. Apparently this one also got 2 fan discs. Like character specific ones. And that cover is literally just the characters naked.
Oha oha.
二人ともおはよ
Yo. Let's me and Sachiko run over to Sakura.
今日、数学の小テストだったよね。勉強した？
Hold up, we have a quiz. Damn it, I don't remember the teacher saying anything about that yesterday.
ちょっとだけ？でもなんとかなるんじゃないかな。小テストとか聞いてないんですけど。
Thank God I'm not the only one.
この間先生が言ってたじゃん。
やばい。次のテストがやばかったらお小遣いが。大丈夫だよ。まだ時間あるからみんなで一緒に復習しよう。
Alright, time to casually infiltrate the group.
さくらこ、マジ天使、ほんと愛してる。
私も大好きだよ。
さくらこ、なんか今日は機嫌いいね。
そうかな。そうかも。
As I gaze in my direction, I turn around, only to be greeted by Sakurako smiling at me.
貴様。 朝から桜子に何をした？
Nothing. You just made breakfast for me.
何を？朝から桜子ご飯を美味しくいただいて幸せいっぱいだと？
Stop putting words into my mouth, damn it.
なんでだよ。幸せいっぱいになれよ。桜子ご飯だぞ。
By the way, she even made me lunch today. She got no shortage of energy this morning.
いいなあ、桜子弁当。みんなの分も今度作ってくるよ。やったー、行ってみるもんだね。このお礼は必ず。
ああ、それなら話題になってるお店があってさ、駅前に最近できたらしいんだけど。
Right now, with the conversation topic change, isn't it feeling I'm the only one unable to keep up? Common occurrence. It's often a joy to try to keep up with girls' talk.
おーい、お前たち静まれ。授業の前に今日は進路調査の紙を配る。
Shut the fuck up for a second. What's that glimpse you saw of, like, the building with the... Is that supposed to be the sports grounds? How fucking depressing is that? How are you supposed to do anything PE related outside there? I remember we had a whole ass fucking like soccer field that was surrounded by like a fucking full on like sprinting lane for like both sprinting from one side to the other at one end and just marathons. And that is like ignoring the fact that a bit further up there was a fucking whole ass basketball court. Which include like two basketball courts, which both included a fucking sand pit at one side for fucking long jumps. Before you say anything about bougie school, no, it's a crackhead school. Like literally every person I've talked to that didn't attend the school but knows what the school's about when I bring up the school, it's just like they've only ever heard negatives. Not about the school itself. For some reason, it just attracts fucking weirdos. It suddenly makes sense that I went there. Oh, believe me, time passes quickly.
お前らもそういう時期が近づいてきたってことだ。とりあえず何でもいいから書いとけ。
Pass a sheet of paper. Sarah didn't think. Says I was born in the modern society of Japan. I can't exactly stay in school forever. One day I'll graduate and I'll have to go into society and find a job, whether we like it or not. Some of them kids know. However, it always felt like something I'd have to worry about longer to the future. It presented with this career survey making me realize the future might be closer than I originally thought. Working adults are a lot busier than students, such I'll have fewer chances to meet new people. Wait, isn't that kind of bad? If I keep sitting on my ass, I'll be pushed out into the cold hard streets of adult without ever getting the chance to find a girlfriend. I can't allow that to happen. I need to step up my game and start searching for the girl of my dreams. Not I'm gonna end up dying old and alone one day. As I tremble before my career survey, renew my resolve. Oh, Reddit's playing Overwatch. Funnily enough, talking Overwatch, if they added role queue to Marvel Rivals, I personally wouldn't actually be that upset because I play every role in that one. Like I play a fucking tank. I play a fucking like not even just one. I play 2 tanks. I play 2 support, and I play also more I play over more than 2 tanks actually. Play fucking Hulk. Play fucking Angela. Play Strange. I can also fucking hop onto others. Hold on, fucking. Like I was Venom, right? I forgot Venom. I mean, you kind of have to know how to play Venom just because you need to play Venom for the take damage missions. There's just no way around it. Man, fucking yeah, the fucking Venom. I also play Rogue. So yeah, Hulk, Rogue, Venom, Strange. I have options for tanks that I like to play. Now, fair, I also have options for tanks I like to play in Overwatch. I like to play Risa. I like to play Reinhardt every now and again. But that's it, really. And meanwhile, when it comes to strategists, I play White Fox and I play Cloak and Dagger. And while I don't really play him a lot, I can play Jeff if push comes to shove. And when it comes to damage dealers, well, fucking damage dealers, I've been trying out Cyclops and liking how he plays, even though I'm not too accurate. But hey, I'm also the kind of player that takes pot shots. Essentially, like, hey, there's no enemy there right now, but I'll shoot in that direction to essentially like impose some sort of like fucking zone of control. Then I also play fucking Iron Fist. I really like Iron Fist. Fucking like if anything, like the damage dealer is somehow less than anything else. Like I've tried out Star-Lord. Star-Lord is mainly someone I play when I want to get headshots missions out of the way, because turns out he gets a lot of headshots. I don't think I've ever actually really tried Punisher. Might actually want to fucking try that at some point. And then, of course, Iron Man. Because Iron Man is just point in a direction and cause AoE. Though I also kind of like Storm. Though don't play her as much. So yeah, I do actually have a role I like. I like a character I like in every role. More than one, so even if one of my characters... So if the 6-team standard is kept up and role queue would become 2 tanks, 2 damage dealers, 2 supports, I would still have someone to play if one character that I play as was taken by someone else. That is not the case in Overwatch. Like I said, I have 2 tanks that I like to play, but that's not really an issue. There's only 1 tank. When it comes to damage dealers, I play Bastion and Emre. Not really that many others. I can play Soldier if push comes to shove. And then the supports. I vaguely know how to play Lucio, but it never feels good because I'm not that good as him. Like, I'm not really that good at chaining wall rides, and so it's just be a healing pylon in the team that occasionally shoots towards the enemies. And the only other option is Moira, which yeah, damage orb. I far prefer Marvel Rivals of Overwatch, honestly. School's over the day.
ごめん、お待たせ。
Right, but why do I need to tag along? It's just going shopping.
まあまあ、そう言わずに。ついでにお夕飯も一緒にどう？
Alright, but what about your grandma?
今日はアロマキャンドル教室のみんなと食事会だって。
Man, she really gets around.
ねえ、すごいよね。
Sakurako naturally catches my pace and walks beside me. Matches in case, not catches. I was about to say I
付き合ってもらうわけだ
recognize
し、
that
お
mall.
夕飯も
Now
私
I
が作るよ。
recognize that
何食べ
supermarket.
たい？
Hey, check if there's more santri over in the fucking cooling area there. Man, I kind of want to re-experience Cotton Route now. I suppose there's a possibility of like refurbishing Wooden Road every fucking game that I played where I didn't have webcam yet. Which does include making lovers. I did not have a webcam for making lovers. I instead used a fucking character portrait. There's a same possibility where you could probably input a character portrait in this game as well. Dog, imagine how funny it would be if there was a way to like program it so where my webcam was only ever present when in place of the main character's character portrait. That would actually be kind of funny. Nah, it's fine. I already made breakfast, so I can at least do dinner.
いいからいいから。
Wait. I was trying to stop me from getting any practice, so I'll never surpass your skills.
バレたか。
Not in my watch. Today I'll be cooking and I'll make your stomach and tongue cry with joy.
あ、国産の鶏ももがお安い。
Wait, really? He knows I'm messing around. Sakuraga's keenly scouring the products and choosing out good or cheap ones. There's no doubt she gets her sharp eye from her grandma. I followed behind, pushing the shopping cart.
お兄さんだ。
こんにちはお兄さん。
Hey, Noboru, Meguru! Fancy seeing you guys here.
そっちのお姉さんは。
お祭りで星見の滝を探してた子だよね。
もしかしてあの時のお姉さん？道理で見覚えがあると思った。
あの時は浴衣で髪型も違ったから。あれ？めぐるちゃんだっけ？どこか違う場所でも会ったことあったような。
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The two are actually Shinohara's younger siblings.
そっか、道理で見覚えがあると思った。
篠原めぐるです。
のぼるです。お姉ちゃんがお世話になってます。いろいろつながったよ。篠原さんは2人の代わりに星見の滝を見つけてくれたんだね。
だから今度2人で星見の滝に願い事をしに行くんだ。
What are you gonna wish for?
お姉ちゃんに白馬の王子様が現れますように。素敵なお願いだね。2人はお姉ちゃんのことを大好きなんだ。
だからお姉ちゃんには幸せになってもらいたいの。
Honestly, you make it sound like she isn't happy at the moment.
だってそうなんだもん。そうなの？
お姉ちゃんは自分では幸せだって言ってるんだけど。
それじゃあダメなんだよね。
I don't understand.
お姉ちゃん分かってないんだよ。自分がいかに不幸なのか。
だから白馬の王子様に来てほしいの。
Knight in shining armor, you say? Okay, it's not working. It's not working. God damn it. Yeah, it's not working. But yeah, the point is, the High Isles trailer popped up in my fucking timeline again recently. You know, despite my Twitter account still being unfairly suspended, it just happened up, that popped up anyway. The African. But yeah, my fucking Twitter account is just not available. Essentially what happened is... Whoops. Remember when I was fucking hacked, like, over a year ago? Not the hack that led to me having to reset my entire PC, the hack that happened around the time when I played Zen Mobile, when I started playing that. Essentially, my Twitter got hacked around that time as well, and I immediately got control of it back again. But essentially, an entire year later, I was reported for that, for inauthentic behavior, and they locked my account, so I fucking messaged them, not knowing what the fuck they were talking about. And I remembered, oh, it's probably because of that hack. So after I didn't get a response to my appeal for ages, they finally responded saying like, "Oh no, that wasn't authentic behavior. We're keeping your account." So I sent another appeal saying, "Okay, I remember what happened. That was the hack that happened. It's just been over a fucking year, so I did not think about that." And the moment I sent that appeal, I immediately got an email saying like, "Oh, your account was unlocked again." No email saying my appeal was accepted. No email saying that my appeal was received or anything like that. Literally just like, "Hey, your account was unlocked." It's not been unlocked. It is still suspended. Even now, as I'm looking at Twitter right the fuck now. And it is so fucking cringe, dog. Because, like, it literally never gives me an email saying that they received my appeal. It never does. And it is entirely just because of that one hack, and a whole year later, they finally decided to act on it. When it has been resolved for over a fucking year. But they do not fucking know how to fucking run their website. I hate this website, dog. Anyways, that's enough of my random ass rant. Second rant this time, but this part happens. Right, I'm just as confused as I was, but okay.
なるほど、そういうことなんだね。
Why really?
お姉ちゃんが思ってる幸せとはまた違う幸せを二人は願ってるんだよね。
そうなの。
白馬の王子様にお姉ちゃんのこと振り向かせてほしい。お姉ちゃんに恋をしてほしい。
だって恋をすると世界が変わるんだから。
Let's get Mars spawning.
じゃあ僕たちもう行くね。
まったね
With that, they both turn around and disappear behind shelves.
恋をすれば世界が変わるか。もしそれが本当なら、私の世界も変わるのかな。
There's a Sakuraku murmurs ringing in my ears. Probably because I'm still thinking about the world, those words those kids uttered. Oh no. Oh no. I may have like bent my toe at a weird angle the way just now, to the point where like my toe I think snapped. And I have to fucking take care of that after. Yeah, Sakuraga's in charge of dinner. I just can't go against her. Next time, it's my turn to cook.
わかってるって。とびきり美味しいご飯を期待してる。
She wears an apron over her uniform and gets the right to preparing the food. In the meantime, I retrieved the laundry I left out to dry. Even as I'm mindlessly folding up the clothes, I still can't get that little girl's words out of my head. If you fall in love, your whole world changes. Megadove might be right. Maybe love does have that kind of magic. So will my world really change if I find a girl I can love with all my heart? Or if that person's already in my life, then how would I go about turning that relationship into something special? To be honest, I'm at a loss. Well, at a loss. My everyday life is pretty uneventful. That's normal, if not unfulfilling. If out of nowhere my life loses all sense of normalcy, then I'm sure that a nearby psychiatrist would love to have a word with me. Maybe the reason nothing's changed for me is because I always end up having these thoughts. Though I can't say I don't have any fulfillment looking at the scene before my eyes. Should be obvious. We did not need a panty shot. I'm not gonna fucking take a screenshot of that. I'm also not gonna bother censoring it because we are... Oh. 2.5 hours in. Whoops! Oh, how beautiful. How blithe and unsuspecting one must be to cook without a care in the world, oblivious to the potential hazard that is the panty shot. However, it is not her underwear. It's not like her underwear is a field view. I'm only able to see a bit of fabric peeking out each time she sways her body. Yes, there is the beauty of the panty shot. True panty shot shows, but only a fleeting glimpse. Much like cracking open the lid of Pandora's box to gain the forbidden secrets within. Yes, the very essence of the panty shot. Ah, my eyes. Sakurako, my eyes are being blinded by you.
ねえ
What? Something the matter?
そっちこそどうしたのなんだかすごい声出てたけど。
Just in case of hiccups.
大変びっくりさせてあげなきゃ
Nah, don't worry. I already got me a bit of a fright. Anyways, what's up?
いつも使ってるオリーブオイルってどこにしまってあるの
Oh, it's under the sink where I put the soy sauce.
流しの下あったあったこれ使ってもいい
Go for it.
ありがとうあと15分くらいでできるからテーブルの上きれいにしてて
Okay. Thankfully, she doesn't seem like she knows. I was worried for a second because her instincts are especially keen when it comes to me. She may be my childhood friend, but it'd be awkward if I got busted. Can't help it though. They're right there. My eyes are drawn to them like moths to a flame. We men, pitiful as it is, kind of ignore our instincts. Also, I feel the need to talk about something real quick. Around the time where me liking anime and stuff like that was not immediately looked down upon in my school, there was this one dude that I was talking to, and this was like as people started to become more accepting of anime, where I was. So with this one dude started talking to me, and immediately, instead of talking about an anime or something, he was talking about like tropical mix, if I remember correctly, aka hentai. And I just sit there like, is he fucking with me? He's making fun of me, clearly. Like, there's no way this man... Tropical kiss, not mix. Tropical kiss. Like, there's no way this man is not fucking making fun of it. Because, like, if he's talking about straight up fucking, like, a hentai. I genuinely just thought the man was making fun of me. Because, I was talking a regular, what I perceived to be a regular anime. Like, I was talking about fucking Zero Note Skyma, Sword Art Online, fucking Hellsing, shit like that. And this man came up to me like, oh, have you heard of fucking Trouble Kiss? And I just felt like he went out of his way to, like, research hentai, just to fucking mock me. And in hindsight, he really probably didn't. He probably didn't. It didn't help that back then I was not interested in that type of shit. These men, pitiful as it is, cannot ignore our instincts. Wait, no, now's not the time to be cracking a joke to myself. I need to put away the phone to laundry before Sakurako suspects something's up. I'm having a pretty hard time wrapping my head around this love thing, but maybe I'm the problem. Out of all my friends of the opposite sex, I would say I'm closer to Sakurako, particularly speaking. Abrupt cut! That wasn't intentional. Some of you may have noticed in the original recording, the video suddenly cut off. Well, that's because for some reason the recording corrupted it and only cut, like, 4 lines. So I'm doing this, like, as my food is cooking upstairs, so I'll keep this short. Out of all my friends of the opposite sex, I would have to say that I'm closer to Sakurako. Objectively speaking, she's an extremely attractive girl. However, since we've practically been together since forever, being together feels all too normal. I'm not inclined to call this a romantic attraction. And yet, despite saying that, I can't help but stare with underwears on my face. It's possible that my awareness when it comes to the opposite sex is different from the norm. I'm gonna have to give this some thought. A lot of thought.
近いし、まだ時間も早いから大丈夫だよ。
This is literally where the recording ended. So yeah, quite frankly, you probably didn't need to do this, but you know, for the duty and all that. So yeah, now you have it. Bye. I'm going to fucking eat some shit before my fucking shift starts in like an hour. Bye.